A healthy diet is essential during pregnancy, since it provides nutrition for both the mother and the baby. Also, it is very important to keep in mind that the foods to avoid during the pregnancy to ensure your baby's optimal growth, development, and safety. You should learn about the foods to avoid and the suggested amounts. Raw or undercooked seafood, fish with high mercury levels, soft cheeses, and unwashed fruits and vegetables may increase your baby's exposure to toxins and other dangerous elements. As a result, you should eat healthily and inform your doctor if any food or diet causes you discomfort. Today we will show you the top 14 foods that are highly prohibited during the pregnancy. But before we begin, do not forget to hit the like and share buttons and do subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.
Subscribe now for future updates, healthy diets, and nutrition news. Thank you.
Number 1. High mercury-containing fish. Sharks, swordfish, king mackerel, and tilefish with high mercury levels are the foods to avoid during the pregnancy. Pregnant women should avoid a high mercury-containing fish, raw meat like sushi, and organ meat, advises Maya Bellinger, a licensed medical practitioner specializing in internal medicine and immunology and gynecology. In the human body, the mercury, a metal prevalent in the seas, streams, and lakes, is converted into methylmercury. It is a neurotoxin related to infant brain damage and developmental abnormalities. You could choose low mercury fish such as salmon, catfish, cod, and canned fried tuna. The US FDA recommends eating up to 8 to 12 ounces of fish each week or 2 to 3 servings. Number 2. Smoked seafood. Smoked and refrigerated seafood such as the lox, jerky Nova style, and the kippered contains the Listeria monocytogenesis bacteria. This bacteria causes listeriosis symptoms such as diarrhea and vomiting, which can lead to infant sickness and possibly miscarriage or stillbirth. Furthermore, the processed seafood contains significant levels of salt, which can cause the high blood pressure and swelling of body parts. Number 3. Avoid unpasteurized foods. Numerous low-fat dairy products, including the skim milk, the mozzarella cheese, and cottage cheese, might be advantageous component of our diet. But avoid anything that contains unpasteurized milk, and these goods may cause a foodborne illness. Soft cheeses like the brie, the feta, the blue cheese should be consumed unless they are clearly labeled as pasteurized or prepared with pasteurized milk. Don't consume unpasteurized juice either. Any pasteurized milk-based cheese, like the raw milk cheeses, aren't widely available in the United States, and nevertheless, some are, so always reading the labels. Compared to hard cheeses, the soft cheeses like the brie, the blue cheese, the feta, panela, queso blanco, and queso fresco are more likely to produce from raw milk. Number 4. The uncooked or raw eggs. The raw, uncooked, or soft-boiled eggs should not be consumed because they contain hazardous Salmonella germs that cause the food poisoning. You could get diarrhea, severe vomiting, a headache, abdominal pain, and a fever. All of these symptoms are unlikely to damage your baby, but they'll weaken your immunity system, which may impact the baby's development. Raw eggs should be avoided in the following foods: homemade Caesar dressings, custards, ice creams, mayonnaise, and Hollanda cheese sauces. Bernaise sauce, Alsace sauce, and sweets such as the mousse, the tiramisu, and the ferment juice are the foods to avoid during the pregnancy. Moving on to number 5. The raw meat and the poultry. Consuming the undercooked raw meat and poultry such as the pink or bloody raw meat, as it carries the parasite Toxoplasma and the dangerous bacterium Salmonella raises the possibility of food poisoning. The Toxoplasma causes a toxoplasmosis, which manifests as the flu-like symptoms a few weeks after consuming the meal. It can cause the miscarriage or fetal death during the labor. Number 6. The alcohol. It is strongly suggested to avoid drinking alcohol while pregnant, as it increases the chance of miscarriage and stillbirth. Even a modest amount can have an adverse effect on your baby's brain development. Alcohol consumption during pregnancy can also result in fetal alcohol syndrome, which causes the facial deformities, the heart issues, and the intellectual incapacity. Because no dosage of alcohol has been demonstrated to be safe during the pregnancy, and it is best to avoid it entirely. There is no safe level of alcohol consumption during the pregnancy. Whether you're considering a pregnancy, are pregnant, or are breastfeeding, abstaining from alcohol is the safest option because alcohol can harm your unborn child. Number 7. The sushi. Consume cold seafood such as the raw oysters, the sashimi, and the sushi. Smoked ready-to-eat seafood and prepared ready-to-eat prawns, which are more likely to be contaminated with listeria. The most secure method to enjoy the sushi is to select completely cooked vegetarian variations, such as those that include the cooked seafood, such as completely cooked egg, vegetables, such as the cucumber kappa, the maki avocado. For example, the California roll. Number 8. The foods that trigger the allergies. The soy, the wheat, the cow's milk, eggs, peanuts, tree nuts, fish, and shellfish should be avoided unless you are allergic. Well, however, according to few studies, eating these foods during the pregnancy may reduce the baby's risk of having allergies and asthma later in life. However, you cannot be certain. Well, for number 9, we have restaurant-made salads. Avoid restaurant-made salads such as the Caesar salad dressing, the pre-made meats, the ham and chicken salads, and the seafood salad since they contain hazardous bacteria. Furthermore, these salads contain the mayonnaise, which contains the raw eggs, as well as salad dressing, both of which are high in calories. Salmonella and Listeria bacteria can be found in the raw eggs, the vegetables and salad leaves, which can cause the food poisoning, and consuming the contaminated salad can trigger the flu-like symptoms in mother as well as serious health concerns in the baby. Number 10. The caffeine overdose. The caffeine consumption may raise your chances of miscarriage and low birth weight kids. You should limit your daily intakes to 200 mg, and caffeine can also be present in tea, cocoa, and a variety of energy beverages. According to several studies, the caffeine is linked to premature birth and withdrawal symptoms in the babies. Herbs used as tea or for seasoning may be harmful to both the mother and the fetus. The uterine stimulants such as the Euphorbia, the Angelica, the Kava Kava, the Yombi, the black and blue cohosh, the Dongquai, borage oil, the pennyroyal, and the mugwort are foods to avoid during pregnancy. Well, for number 11, we have the canned foods. The canned goods such as the fruits, vegetables, and drinks are dangerous for two reasons. The lining of food can include the bisphenol A, the BPA, a hazardous compound that disrupts embryonic endocyte activity and causes the fertility issues, cancer, liver disorder, and heart disease in pregnant women. With the tinned goods that may be too old to eat and retain the harmful bacteria due to the long shelf life. The BPA levels in the canned pasta, soup, and newborn formula are high. Furthermore, the canned tuna and tuna salads contain the significant quantities of mercury, which are toxic to both the mother and the fetus. For number 12, we have the sugary foods. Limit your intake of sugary foods including the sweets, the candies, the cakes, ice creams, biscuits, chocolates, and sweetened beverages. To aggravate pregnancy discomforts like the nausea, the vomiting, the constipation, the heartburn that causes the weight gain, contributing to gestational diabetes, increasing the risk of preterm labor and preeclampsia, and raise the risk of metabolic syndrome in the newborns. The safety of artificial sweetness such as the abstinum and centurion, is debatable, with some health practitioners believing that they're safe in moderation, while others disagree. Number 13. The foods that are high in fat. The fast food, the processed food, and takeaway containing the trans fat or hydrogenated fats such as the crackers, the cookies, the frozen pizza, the fried foods, and the margarine and icing are foods to avoid during the pregnancy. Furthermore, the American Heart Association advises reducing the trans fat to less than 1% of calories consumption to reduce the risk of heart disease, obesity, increased fetal development, and preterm labor. Moving on to the last one, papaya. While unripe papaya should be consumed during pregnancy, the ripe papayas are entirely safe, and the papaya stimulates the uterine contraction and generates heat in the body. That is why it is in charge of the early periods. Papaya also includes the carotene, which influences the estrogen hormone in women and begins to bleed 24 hours after eating papaya. To avoid pregnancy after having sex, consume the papaya. Eat papaya twice every day, and over the next 3 to 4 days, if you have unprotected intercourse sex, papaya will help you out. Papaya inhibits fertilization and hence functions as the natural birth control for an unplanned pregnancy after sex. Well, hope you've liked this video on foods to avoid during pregnancy. Stay with us and let us know in the comment section what your thoughts are about this video. If you have any helpful suggestions, feel free to comment below. Well, have a great day.